These lights are in the pull-in area at the Plaza Hotel and Casino at the head of Fremont Street in Las Vegas. We are here because we're going to walk down Fremont Street and see if the recent ordinance restricting street performers to certain areas has had any effect on, quote, cleaning up the street. By the way, across the street is the Golden Gate Casino, home of the original 50-cent shrimp cocktail, now $3.99. And when we go down the street, we're also going to take a look at the Four Queens Hotel because a video fan asked us to do just that. Well, I see the circles and I see the performers, and I can see that they really don't have a lot of movement as they did in the old system. And this is great as far as tourists are concerned. The zones, there are 38 of these zones. The performers rotate every 2 hours so they can move from what they consider a bad zone into a better zone. There were 130 street performers or artists or whatever who registered to be able to fly their wares here. And the circles have to be 20 feet away from doors, ATMs, fire lanes, crosswalks, and 10 feet away from kiosks and outdoor cafes. So here we are. The Golden Nugget at night is all lit up. This is a property formerly owned by Steve Wynn and considered by many the nicest property on Fremont Street. The most well-known property might be this, Binion's. Look at the lovely lights. And here we have an entertainer, or, whoops, he's not staying in his circle. He's hardly dressed. So the emphasis will be on the folks who paid for space on Fremont Street, as these folks have. Las Vegas is experiencing record attendance this year. This is a Thursday night, not a particularly busy Thursday night, but look at the crowds, old and young. I think he's a drummer. He was drumming just a minute ago, and he's looking at his mute. Ah, here we go. I must say, adds to the ambiance here. It is an absolutely beautiful night in Las Vegas, about 70 degrees. No wind, and this is our windy season. But no wind tonight. Folks are eating outside. They are gambling inside. The Kiss guys, these are Kiss guys without any clothes on. And Elvis is here. Of course, Elvis is everywhere, and he's got his little circle. Four Corners includes Four Queens. Let's take a look. March Madness is here and in Las Vegas, and here's a sign as we enter Four Queens. The Chicago Brewing Company is the place to watch March college basketball games. Doors open early Thursday through Sunday at 8 a.m. Wow, that's early. Four Queens Casino seems to have some new and many vintage, older machines. And right up here is the Chicago Brewing Company. There is no musty odor in here, and that's something we can't say about all older casinos. Chandeliers go all the way down the area where the table games are located. You go up a few steps to Magnolia's, and it looks to be a coffee shop, or one can go downstairs. I hope you can see the plaques on the wall. This is Hugo's Cellar, and we'll take a look at that. Here's a fireplace and a bar. This is a pretty well-known place in Las Vegas, although I have never been here. Here's the bar. Here's the maitre d' and the roses. I'm not going to go into the dining room, but it is dark and lovely and crowded. Reservations recommended, and I'm sure that's true because there's quite a crowd down there. Filet and shrimp au pauvre, $59. Filet of beef Atlantis, $67. Filet mignon, $59. So that's what you get at Hugo's Cellar. Like the Buffalo game, well, Four Queens has the big game. Queens has a box office and an area to check in and get your room key. An entertainer named Mike Hammer, and a very small gift shop. So if you need an aspirin or a Tums, come to the gift shop. Magnolia's has a prime rib dinner special, $12.99 for prime rib. Good price. Women's restroom area. There seems to be a place to sit and put on makeup or feed a baby. A little warm, but not bad. Music included. And I guess a modern wash-up trough. Nickel Palace at one end of the casino, and here also is a big bar, and you can play video poker while you're ordering your drinks. This is called the Sports Book, and it's primitive, and I guess you go to that other place we mentioned to watch the games, but here it is, the Four Queens Sports Book. Keno is here, and there's a nice Keno lounge. You can play Keno and video poker at the same time under a kind of ceiling of icicles. Day and night, folks can take a zip line down Fremont Street via Slotzilla, the world's ultimate zip line. And from time to time, we see folks flying overhead. Here's the Slotzilla ticketing agency. Fly early to save $5 before 6 p.m. I'm not quite sure how much it is. Camera helmets available. Capture your flight on camera. Download the free app, Amazing Pictures. Zoom line, $45. Zip line. I think Zoom line is the whole street and zip line is partial, the part of the street. In either case, you save $5 before 6 p.m.
and palm springs. Summertime is everything. Homeboys banging out. All that ass hanging out. Bikinis, bikinis, martinis, no wings, just a king and a queen. Katie, my lady. And look at here, baby. I'm all up on you, cause you representing California.
She's skin was showing, hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look back at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. So bad before you came into my life, so bad, you should know that.
Generally speaking, this new setup has created such a wonderful atmosphere on Fremont Street. Here's one costume character. In some of the circles, there seemed to be nobody, or there were people who didn't offer much of a service. So, I guess we're weeding out people who may just have been looking for a handout, and instead the folks who have a talent or have an interesting costume will survive. The lady with the balloon animals was the most successful of the artists that I have seen tonight. People are just walking right on by. I don't imagine the tips are very good. Maybe late at night when folks have had a few drinks, there's more money in the bucket. This used to be the home of the fanny pack, but not so much anymore. Lots of purses for sale. And they're right here on Fremont Street. With the world famous Chippendales, and there are their backs and there are their fronts. Can't take a picture of the naked boob unless you pay. magician in the circle draws lots of attention. And he reminds me that my magic time is over. Time to head back to my husband and the car and leave this great trip to Fremont Street.